thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On the ready. 53 is the mark. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Throwing on second and 14. Lock, screenplay, Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. First carry out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. The give to Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Gain on the play.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch out.
Here's Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Number 35, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
That's good.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
On the double. Don't engage the leg. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Broncos 7, Bears nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to Taylor on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 9 now. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Locke to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Right at the line of
no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Bears' 4-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Big hold of the 30. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
And it's third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Play action. Now it's Locke. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
In the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
3 on the play. First down, Bears.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
It's a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He'll run it, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 21-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Broncos 17, Bears 7.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Locke working out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
He'll take over.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
The kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And